What's going on, YouTube? This the Modern Man Experience. Back at y'all with another video. This one right here gonna be for men only. We're gonna be talking about clubs are doomed. Men refuse to go to clubs, and it was 90% women. Ladies, don't forget, y'all chose the beer. So guess what man did? We chose peace. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video.
Fellas, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the wild new reality hitting the nightlife scene. Clubs are on the verge of collapse, and here's why. Men are refusing to go, leaving dance floors packed with over 90% women. What's causing this massive shift, and why are men opting out of the clubbing scene entirely? Stick around as we break it all down and unpack the ripple effects of this trend. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more thought-provoking discussions.
So I left the club. My friends were like, let's go to after parties. I'm like, I'm going home. Plus, I found free parking, but only until 2. And I'm like, the club closes at 2. Like, we'll be fine. No, they're staying. I'm leaving. I am paying for parking. Keep it moving. Also, clubs need to have a 30+ section. Can we just make that a thing? A 30+ section. Thank you very much.
It's something people pretend to enjoy. Going to the club, unless you have a section and you're lit and like all your friends are there and the drinks are fun, the club is not that fun. It's mad loud. I can't hear the girl who I'm trying to talk to. It's not even my personal music taste. Like, the club is kind of overrated. Y'all lying.
Here's the thing. When a man says the club is overrated, it's not because he's bitter or doesn't know how to have fun. It's because he's over the superficial chaos that often happens there. And let's be real, the blame for why the club scene feels played out lands squarely on women and their behavior in those settings. Think about it. Most women at the club aren't even there to meet people or genuinely enjoy themselves. They're there to be seen. It's a parade of filters, fake eyelashes, and designer handbags, with every move choreographed for Instagram stories. They want free drinks from men they have zero interest in, endless attention, and maybe a shout out from a DJ. Meanwhile, the actual point of the club, music, dancing, and connection, has been lost in the shuffle. And don't even get started on the entitlement. Women expect men to approach them, buy their drinks, and entertain them all night, but then turn around and complain about being bothered or how there aren't any good men out there. No wonder so many men are walking away from the club scene entirely. It's exhausting and often feels like a rigged game. The sad part is that the club has become a microcosm of what's wrong with modern dating. Women often treat it like a stage to outshine each other and collect attention like currency, rather than a place to genuinely connect with people. Meanwhile, men are left trying to figure out whether they're even allowed to approach without being labeled creepy or desperate. So yeah, the club is overrated, because it's less about fun and more about clout and competition. If women brought genuine vibes instead of fake intentions, maybe things would feel different. But until then, men are wise to skip the club and keep their peace. Let's face it, the overpriced drinks aren't worth it, and neither is the drama.
I don't realize clubs wasn't for us anymore.
All that work and what did it get me?
Why are you trying to meet your future wife at a club? No, really, this shit actually baffles me. How have clubs and bars become the universal place for finding a spouse? If you're a man looking for a woman with traditional values, which it seems a lot of you are, what makes you think she'll be on the nightclub floor, scantily clad with a drink in her hand? Because nothing screams marriage material like a woman putting herself in an environment with hundreds of drunk men hitting on her. And I know what you're all thinking. Well, how am I supposed to meet girls then? Literally anywhere other than a club. Approach women, accept rejection, expand your network, and start using dating apps with the right intentions. So stop wasting your nights barely coherent, picking up the tabs of women you'll never see again. There are women everywhere, and you're not restricted to approaching them Friday and Saturday nights.
Honestly, both clubs and dating apps feel like fishing in the sewers, hoping to catch something worthwhile but mostly pulling up trash. It's the same energy in different packaging. Surface-level interactions, inflated egos, and a whole lot of people pretending to be something they're not. In the club, you're dealing with a sea of women dressed to the nines, not necessarily to meet someone but to flex on other women or fish for free drinks. And let's not even talk about the noise, the fake laughs, and the desperation cloaked in strobe lights and overpriced vodka crayons. It's a performance more than a genuine connection. You can barely hear yourself think, let alone have a meaningful conversation. And if you're not flashing cash or trying to peacock, you're invisible. Then you've got dating apps, a digital sewer. Swipe, swipe, swipe. And it's the same endless loop of people with the most curated pictures and bios that are more like PR campaigns. Looking for my partner in crime, or if you can't handle me at my worst. We've all seen the cliches. You try to message someone, and half the time, it's either ghost town vibes or a generic, half-hearted response that goes nowhere. It's exhausting, and the ROI is basically non-existent. Both are filled with people chasing clout, validation, or just trying to pass time, with no real intention of connecting. You're out here looking for a needle in a haystack, but the haystack is soaked in BS. And honestly, that's why so many men are opting out altogether. Why waste energy fishing in polluted waters when you could invest it in something that actually builds value in your life? At the end of the day, both the club and dating apps represent the same problem. The modern dating culture has become a game of appearances and shallow interactions. Until people start valuing authenticity over attention, it's just going to stay this way. So yeah, fishing in the sewers is the perfect metaphor. Dirty, draining, and rarely worth it.
What killed the club?
Right, let's rank it.
There's 5 options. Smartphones, bottle service, or section culture, price gouging, trap/low energy music that results in no dancing, DJs. I would think sections, price gouging,
Smartphones.
No, I would put DJs over smartphones.
What? Nah, I feel like smartphones did it. I think social media did it. The prevalence.
Ruined the club?
Yeah, and the prevalence of just always, like, if you do something, like, and look crazy, like, someone's gonna videotape you doing it, and then that's all over social media next.
I think even older people would say, like, our era of clubbing is not as good as theirs was.
You know what also a thing is? People don't dance face-to-face anymore.
That's
like the way in the 90s where people would dance face, like our parents dance face to face. We don't dance face to face.
All right, here we go. Here's the top 10 reasons I hate the nightclub. Number 1, charging $50 to park in gravel. Number 2, security giving you a colonoscopy before you walk in. Number 3, everyone looking at their phones like it's a call center. Number 4, mean mugs from ugly people. Number 5, getting charged the cost of one night of vagina for a bottle of liquor. Number 6, drunk people thinking that they have to talk directly into your skin for you to hear them. Number 7, of all races. Number 8, men knocking down women to take a pic with celebrity X. Number 9, foul-smelling twerk wind. Number 10, dudes standing around with bags around their chest and not calling it a purse. It's a purse.
Exactly, bro. Nightclubs are like the most overpriced, overrated social experiment gone wrong. You've got a room full of people pretending they're having the time of their lives, but half the girls are glued to their phones like they're pulling a double shift at a call center. Like, are you here to vibe or to update your Snapchat story? And let's not even get started on the awkward stares when you try to spark a conversation. They'll act like you just interrupted their TED Talk about bottle service. The irony? They came dressed like they wanted attention, but heaven forbid a guy actually talks to them. Meanwhile, they're texting the same dudes who left them on read 3 days ago. It's wild. And honestly, for the amount of effort guys put in, paying for overpriced drinks, waiting in long lines, dressing up just to blend in, you'd think there'd be some balance. But nope. It's just an ego-fueled flex fest with no substance. Clubs are less about connection and more about who can outcloud who. If you're not some 6 feet 4 inches guy popping bottles in VIP, good luck, man. You might as well be invisible. At this point, clubs aren't even for meeting people. They're for overpriced drinks, bad DJ sets, and watching people live out their main character fantasy on Instagram. So yeah, miss me with that scene. If I wanted to watch people scroll on their phones and avoid human interaction, I'd just stay home. Way cheaper, and at least the music's better.
The new NBC's article asks a question. It's a really important one.
What is it?
Is clubbing dead?
Oh.
So apparently many Gen Zers are taking to TikTok to say clubbing isn't what it was made out to be.
They were disappointed. They don't like the
Their
vibe.
expectations were
They
too
don't-
high.
Maybe they don't like being around a ton of people they don't know.
No, because you have to have conversations. But you don't have to talk to. Can't you just go with a little posse of girls and not talk to everybody? I think there's something fun about clubbing because you go in and you know why you're going. Like, we're going to dance, we're going to let loose. Everybody who's going has the exact same idea. Well, I think what makes it fun, you said the word, is to dance. We don't get to dance that much. But I will tell you what the problem is for you and me. What? Clubs don't get going until 9 p.m. Do you remember what Jamie Lee Curtis said? Yeah. There should be clubbing midday. Should we make a daytime disco? I think you just, Talia just said something. I'm so scared. No, this is good.
The club scene is not trash right now solely because of the DJs and the music that people are playing. There is a multitude of fucking reasons why I just think nightlife is just not doing it for me and a lot of people. Number one, clubs now, because they're so focused on making $1, they treat the patrons like they're a burden. And after you stand in line, you pay your money to get tickets, you get dressed up, you show up early, who the fuck wants to be yelled at, screamed at by these bouncers and club owners who clearly have never had nothing positive going for them in their life, and they use this job as a way to leverage feeling like they have the say so in something. I can name so many places in so many different cities where people have lost their mind, and that's a big reason why nobody wants to fucking be yelled at or talked to like we're burdening them for coming to their establishment and spending our money. I was literally in line to go into a very popular club in DC. Not only were the security guards bullshitting on their phones because everybody was in line trying to make the RSVP time, taking their good old time, they were screaming at everybody, yelling at everybody, and just being super rude. And then another bar I was at, the owner literally was like, "I'm God in this place tonight." Are we being for real? Are we being yelling in the face of people just trying to go into the club? Number two, the prices of everything is getting greater, but the experiences is not getting better. Y'all don't even know how to make hookah correctly. The drinks don't be hitting for nothing. Y'all making the shots smaller, but everything on the fucking list, you going to step out the house and pay about $300, and nothing about the experience. Y'all haven't updated the decorations. Y'all don't take time to think, oh, how can we make this experience worthwhile? Because you already got to spend all this fucking money. Why not put money into your establishment? And then finally, the thing that I would say about the DJing is, yes, I agree. The DJ plays a huge part in the success of the night, because if the music is trash, you're not going to want to stay. You're not going to want to dance. You're not going to have a good time. But there are some really good DJs. My problem is, why are y'all playing the same 5 transitions? That fucking Victoria Monet, I've heard that transition 7,000 times. I need a little bit of originality. And it's okay if people reuse transitions, but give us something else. Spice it up. Mix it into something else. Like, I don't know.
All right, let's break this down. The truth is, nightclubs aren't what they used to be. People are starting to realize how overpriced, overrated, and, honestly, how pointless the whole experience really is. You're paying crazy money just to stand in a crowded room filled with toxic vibes, loud music you didn't even ask for, and a dance floor where nothing makes sense anymore. Here's the kicker. Women don't even dance with men anymore. Let's be real. You're more likely to see a group of girls hyping each other up, humping, and feeling on each other, while filming it for TikTok. Meanwhile, if a guy dares to approach and tries to join in the fun, he's immediately labeled as weird or creepy. Like, bro, you came to a social spot to socialize, but the vibe is straight up unapproachable. Make it make sense. And you know what? People are waking up to the fact that they don't need to drop $15 on a watered-down vodka soda just to have a good time. You can create your own fun elsewhere: house parties, game nights, backyard bonfires, stuff that's way more chill, way more affordable, and has none of the fake flex energy that clubs are drowning in. Why pay to deal with drama and side eyes when you could be somewhere relaxed, surrounded by genuine people? Let's not forget how exhausting the whole thing is. You're getting dressed up, waiting in ridiculous lines, paying cover fees, and for what? To spend the night getting ignored by people glued to their phones or trying to outshine each other for Instagram clout. Nah, man, it's not worth it. At the end of the day, the whole nightclub scene has become this weird, disconnected environment that's not even about fun anymore. It's about flexing and avoiding human interaction. So yeah, people are starting to realize they're better off finding fun elsewhere. A chill night with good friends beats a toxic club scene every single time.
It does warrant a conversation for the bar scene in Waterbury and the clubs, the party scene in Waterbury. I think Waterbury has so much potential to bring back that club vibe. You know, the club vibe from like 10, 15 years ago. And I think right now, the way that everything is going, we're just going to ruin the Waterbury club scene overall, you know? And if we're going to start driving people into other towns, into other places, and start spending money at other places, and we're wondering why...
And they all got to get shut down.
Yeah, and we're wondering why businesses are closing, you know? Like, we're wondering why things can't stay open and why people don't support Waterbury people is because we are our own people, you feel me? We upcharge our own people. You could walk into almost every spot downtown New Haven on a packed fucking night and not pay any...
Clubs are so overrated to me, bro. From the dirty bathrooms to the cheap liquor to the crowded, like to the capacity. Like, it's just like, I don't like clubs. Then you gotta stay up late just to have fun. Like, I don't want to go home. I be tired. I be in bed by 8. And I don't want to sound like no pick me, but I'm so serious. Like, I don't like clubs. People like, you should go out. You're cute. You're a bad bitch. You gotta start. I don't like going out. I like traveling. I take a trip. We can go get a massage or get a spa day. We can go do something horseback riding or something different. I don't want to always. The club is not the fun place for me. It's not. Never been. Never will. Like, I don't know. My mama not even. My mama she never even been in the club. She not a club person. And she been like that her whole life. And I feel like it just kind of passed on to me and my other siblings. Like, I just feel like clubs are overrated. It's like a place that everybody want to be seen, which is great. It's cool. But I don't know. I like earlier events. I don't like late night events because I be tired. I see my eyes almost closed and I'm tired, bro. You gotta drive all the way home, bro.
Here's the thing. She's absolutely right. Clubs are overrated. It's one of those places that sounds fun in theory, but the reality? Not so much. Think about it. You get dressed up, spend a ridiculous amount of money just to get in, and once you're inside, you're crammed into a loud, sweaty room where you can't hear anything except music you didn't even ask for. And let's not forget the vibe. For a lot of women, the club isn't about fun anymore. It's just exhausting. You've got people trying to flex their outfits, fake smiles for Instagram, and those guys who hover around like it's a competition. How's that enjoyable? And don't even get me started on the overpriced drinks. A watered-down cocktail that costs the same as a decent meal? Hard pass. The truth is, for many women, and men too, clubs have lost their charm. It's not about connecting or enjoying the moment. It's just a weird, chaotic energy that doesn't hit right anymore. These days, most people would rather spend their time in places where they can actually talk, laugh, and make memories without feeling drained by the end of the night. So yeah, clubs might still be a thing for some, but more and more people are realizing they're just not worth the hype. It's all about finding fun in places that actually feel good, not just loud and overcrowded.
So there's this guy on here who does like relationship advice, and I guess is like, actually I don't want to give away too many more details, but anyways, I thought he was cute. I saw his Instagram that was like linked in his bio, his TikTok bio, so I like followed him, and then he followed me back right away, might I add. And then like I think an hour later he like was shooting his shot in the DMs, which okay, fine, kind of what I wanted to happen. But he like was asking me questions if I lived in the same area, which I do, and was just like, blah, 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 you should come up to the city and whatever. He was like, we should definitely hang out. And I was thinking to myself, like, okay, maybe. But at the same time, I live like an hour and a half away from the city. Like, I'm not fucking driving an hour and a half for a date. But like, he made it seem like he was very persistent about taking me out, which is, again, fine. Like, I thought he was cute. I wanted him to take me out, blah, blah, blah. But then I saw a girl on TikTok clearly like walking around in the city as she's filming her video, and like the caption or like the words on screen were saying like, when something along the lines of like, when the most unhinged man you've ever gone on a date with is on TikTok giving relationship advice. And I was like, no way, it's the same guy. Lo and behold, it's the same guy. So I like comment and I'm just like, girl, I was getting red flags from him and I was about to go out with him, but like blah, blah, blah. She didn't respond, but she liked my comment. And then today, me and this guy were supposed to hang out tomorrow, right? And like, I agreed to come up to the city, but honestly, like, I've been kind of on the fence about it. He texts me right now, like he double texts, and he messages me right now. Sorry, this is all through Instagram, so not text, but DMs. And he messages me right now, and he was just like, are you coming to the city tomorrow or not? And I'm like, ew, this is like very weird vibes. There's also a bit of an age gap. I mean, I'll be 23 in 2 months. He just turned 29, which I made sure to ask the age because I didn't want to be like dating someone who's like insanely older, but I thought that was a fine age gap. He said he was cool with it, but I don't know. I just get kind of weird vibes. He's like, I think he's kind of cute, but like, I hope he doesn't see this. Oh my God. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to go on the date tomorrow based off of that text. And this girl's TikTok, I think, was like God sending me a sign to be like, girl, don't do it. Don't go on the date.
Let's be honest here. These women always go for the chads and then get upset when things don't turn out the way they want. It's like they're chasing the thrill, the excitement, the bad boy energy, thinking it's going to lead to something meaningful. But when it crashes and burns, suddenly it's everyone else's fault. But let's be real. They saw the red flags from the start and still jumped in headfirst. They pick these guys who are often unavailable, emotionally distant, or just plain disrespectful, thinking they can change them or that the drama will somehow turn into love. And when it doesn't, they act all surprised. It's the same cycle over and over. The truth is, they're more invested in the excitement of the chase than the stability of a relationship that could actually bring happiness. It's a pattern. Choose the bad boy, get disappointed, and then blame everything else but their own choices. They fail to realize that relationships aren't supposed to be a constant emotional roller coaster. But hey, until they stop looking for the thrill and start choosing men who are actually ready to build something real, they're just going to keep getting the same outcome. So, ladies, maybe
that's the end of the video, man. Shout out to Men Only, man. Go subscribe to his channel. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Leave a comment, subscribe, share the video. Until next time, it's the Modern Man Experience, man. Yeah, ladies, y'all chose the bear. So guess what? Man chose peace. We out of here. Peace.